I always forget how awesome everything looks when it's raining in game. Looks so cool. Welcome back on the Riverbend Springs. We are in episode numero 76. I didn't learn the other numbers. I have actually had to go in and do something fairly interesting with this. So you may have tuned in the last one where I was trying to fill from this silo. This is an old Matana silo. It is epic. However, I've had to do some stuff to get stuff out of there. So this one down here is called the Silos Multi-Fruit, and I've been using them on the series since they first came out. They were one of the first mods to come out onto the mod hub. However, they unload bulk materials at 2,000 liters per second, which is exactly as much as everything else in the game does, which is fine. No biggie there. But when you've got millions of liters to get out of there, because it holds it, you need to cheat a little bit. So I upgraded it so that empties out at 100,000 liters a second. And boy, does that help. All right, so there are a couple things that we need to do, like this guy. We need to set these to selling. All of the silage that we make, everything like that, every bit of it is being used to sell. So we've got grass silage. We're going to activate that. Straw silage. We're going to activate that. We're going to hope that we get some cash money. Now, today in game, we might be able to do a little bit of mowing, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or not just because of the rain. I also don't have the equipment that I want, so we'll have to buy that. So at this point, I have spent so much time mowing and tatting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with this field up here, all of the fields up here at the top of the map. But there's one way that I haven't done yet, and I don't think I've done this in Farm Sim 25. Definitely haven't. Maybe Farm Sim 22 as well. It may be Farm Sim like 17 or 19 since the last time that I did this specific thing. If it wasn't, it was long enough ago where I don't remember it. So my game plan is to use a forage harvester with a mower header, and then we need to put some type of trailer on the back of it because we're going to collect all that grass. So I think the first thing to do is probably select our mower setup. Now, do we go with a 50-meter unrealistic version? I kind of want to, yeah. So we're going to all Colossus for this. We've chosen the forage harvester. We've got the header to go on the front, the mower head, and we've got this guy. That is $19,700 worth of stuff. But I think it's going to be fun. It is definitely different from how I've done this before. I did go with the big engine on this just to see, you know, I just want to have some fun. Also, we got green blinky blinkies. Of course I did. Man, look at that mower on there with those twins. I mean, that looks awesome. That looks so good. Although I do believe we're going to have to wait until it quits mowing. It's not going to be too long, so we can hang out for a minute. Nothing a little fast forwarding can't do. The rain's getting quieter. This is a pretty cool sight, man. Check that out. Oh no, money's going up faster than I was expecting. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Let's hang on. We're at 1.7. 2.2. So we become millionaires overnight. I really need to find out what's going on here. Finances. What are we making money on? Sold products? Like, there's no way silage is making that much. I mean, to be fair, it sells like quickly, so it's not like over amount of a time. So it looks like our straw in here is already sold up. This one's almost done, so all the grass is gone, all the straw is gone. In the BGA Extreme, it is selling stuff like hotcakes. So it looks like we're just making the money that we would have made anyway. However, we made it much faster. Alrighty, so the rain is gone. We are good. Should we get to it? I've already unfolded everything. We're set at 49.9 meters. Even though this is a 50 meter, give it a little point. Some of the equipment defaults to that, so, man, I don't fight it. I just let it go. I just let it go. Ooh, we need some silage additive, too. What am I doing? There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Hopefully this doesn't go too fast. I'm sure it will, but I just don't want it to. I don't want to go like a bajillion miles an hour doing this. I mean, we're at 50 meters. Come on. There we go. So just that little bit's giving us 30,000 liters. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll set this. There we go. Turn it on and go forward. Now I know that the unrealistic speed is going to let us go absolutely crazy here. You know, I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it. Hey, we're almost up to 100,000. There it is. Now this is the way you do grass, man. This goes so fast. Oh, it's so funny because way back when I started playing Farming Simulator, story time with DJ here for a second. When I first started playing Farming Simulator, it was 2017. It was in the falls, like September or something. And I remember talking. I was a drum tech at a high school, like helping out drum lines and percussion and stuff. And I was talking to one of the students. I was like, "Hey, have you ever played Farming Simulator?" And of course he's like, "No, man, I played GTA or whatever." But it's not mowing stuff outside the field. That's interesting. So I ended up getting it, and after I got it, I was looking at things, and I saw people doing crazy stuff. I was like, all right, well, I don't know how to do that crazy stuff. So I tried, like, downloading. I was in Farm Sim 15. I ended up getting Farm Sim 17. I started watching a bunch of videos and saw that mods were a thing, found Mr. Silly P and all this stuff. And I remembered watching a video that said unrealistic mods for Farming Simulator. And I thought, how? How do you do unrealistic mods? It's Farming Simulator. Nothing about farming is unrealistic. Maybe except for the way this worker's trying to do this line right now. And I saw, like, combine harvester with, like, these augers off so that you could combine, you could cart, bale, and pick up all the bales auto-loading all at the same time. And it blew my mind. And of course, then I tried to, do all of that, but it was on Xbox. It was impossible. But the thing is, like, this is easier and a lot better. And it's so funny because now this is an all-platform mod. This is for everybody. And that is so darn cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. The fact that you could do this on all platforms and just go wild and crazy. Goodness. I mean, we're already up to 527,000 liters in here. Boop. 528. Got him. So the fact that we can do just insane stuff. Oop, missed a little bit. It makes me so happy, and it's so much fun because it gives all players the opportunity to play however they want. And hey, with precision farming on the rise now, precision farming was just announced when I'm recording this. I mean, you've got really cool stuff coming. So now the unrealistic players have got some cool stuff that they can use. The realistic players are soon going to have stuff that they can use as well. This 25 is getting good, man. It's getting good. All right, well, this did not take long at all. Not in the slightest bit. But it was nice to use something completely different than I use usually. There we go. Done. We got 711,000 liters off of that field. Yes, we did. All right. All right, so now let's relocate to this field. Let's get in here, see if we can get everything lined up. Go a little slow with the line, and run. Oh, look at that. I accidentally went into this field. I didn't notice. 50 meters is a lot. It's insane how quickly you could do a field at 50 meters. So there you go. We are now up to 1.1 million. Not too shabby. All right, so now on to the next field, and I guess I could just leave this on because it's not mowing anything else, at least nothing that's not part of my field. We'll see how much we get off of this. I was gonna go with a 1 million liter capacity trailer, but looks like I chose the right thing with a 5 million. And then we are done. There it is. Okie dokie. So what did we get off of here? 1.5 million liters. Not too shabby. All right, let's fold everything up. Let's put them away. Let's bring this over here and we'll dump it in. These are the only fields we've got up here. However, I will say I think we've got enough money here to basically do whatever we want now. I think at this point, buying more animals is the thing. I think that's what I want to do. I think I want to buy some more cattle, and we can hold like 1,000 of them. I think I've only got, what, a couple hundred? We could buy some more. Oh no, this thing doesn't have instant dump. Hang on. We got to set this thing. So on these at the top left, you can see tip side back, grain door, left, right, and instantly dump. Instantly dump is the one to go for because that happens. It instantly dumps it in there and makes it nice and easy. Boom. There you go. All right, so a couple little things just to tend up to the field up here. I need to come through, and I need to put down some fertilizer. Other than that, I think that's about everything I need to do here. We also need to figure out what we're going to put in the fields down below, and I think it's time that we've kind of done a few things over and over again at this point. Might be time to look at new expansions. Alrighty, just like that, we are done fertilizing. Sweet. So I've gone through and I've fertilized all the fields that we have at least. Granted, everything looks fertilized, and I don't actually know why. That's very peculiar. Nonetheless, all of our fields are done. I have come over here to our cattle. I think we've got the money to just go ahead and max everything out. Currently, we've got water buffalo at 20 months, so you know what? I mean, we could put some regular cows back in here, and we could do half of one, half of the other. They are going to try to have offspring, but it's not going to work. There ain't gonna be no room. This way, we could have all 1,065 head of cattle in here, completely filled up, ready to go. All is good, and no room for the little ones, which I could care less about anyway because they take up space. Bye. Yes, got them. All right, so now we are completely full, and I'm definitely going to need some more food. Hey, there we go. All right, so one of the nice things I like is if you get a hold of 82 Studios multi-filling station, you go for the cheap one, you can actually buy a bunch of TMR for pretty darn cheap. I mean, I think you could probably sell grass for more than this is purchased for. 100,000 liters for 14,800 bucks. I mean, it is going to fluctuate slightly throughout the year, but it's not going to fluctuate that much. And it's so easy. So easy. Probably a good idea I came over here because they definitely need some food. Oof. Let's do it this way. So all I got to do is back up. Yeah. Oh, so much easier. That's so much easier. So I have taken a good amount of time. It's taken me about 10 minutes probably, but I filled up with straw. We filled up with TMR. We're good to go. They've got meadow grass, but it doesn't matter. Productivity's all the way up. Really happy about that. Buffalo milk's in there. Heck, they made 3,500 liters of milk while I've been talking about this, and manure is pretty up there as well. I still don't know what I want to put in the ground, though. I just don't. I don't know. I've done most everything. We haven't really done any rice. I mean, that's what we need to do. Turn all of our fields into rice paddies. I don't want to ruin them, though. But are there any rice fields around that I could use? Also, why did I put a gate right here? Makes no sense. The issue with the rice fields, if we did anything like that, is it needs to be flat. And the problem is, well, there's like 2 or 3 flat fields on this map, at least that I know of. Most everything's hilled off, or I have taken over and used it as a grass field, which also, to be fair, my fault a little bit. If you look at the fields that I own, most of them are flat. This one right here is pretty good. So this field, if we can find it, is right here, 61. I don't think it's a bad field to start with, plus it's right beside the water. I think we could turn this into a rice field. It's not going to look good, but I think we could do it. Let's do it. Why not? I haven't really done much rice. I've played on Hutampentai a little bit off screen, but nothing really crazy. You know what I mean? All right, there we go. One thing I did do is I jumped in and took all of the fertilizing off the field and made it where it was just cultivated. Hopefully that'll make things easier for us. Let's go in, let's save the game, and I don't know, add a rice field to it. Why not? However, I will say this, I think we're gonna wait until the next one. That way I can dedicate a whole video just to putting together a rice field and possibly even expanding a little bit and maybe flattening out some of those fields up there and making some more rice fields. So if you want to watch that, tune in. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.